So the movie starts with a kid named Steve. He is yearning for the mines. He yearns for the mines. He goes up to the mines and he wants to enter, but gets stopped by an old man. And this old man just scares him off, and Steve chickens out. And like a couple years later, when Steve is an adult, he plays with his food like a 5-year-old. And he remembers the mines. He goes back to the mines, and somehow this guy didn't age. He grabs 2 cubes inside of the mine as he digs, and he juked this guy, this fat old guy with 2 missing teeth. And then he digs up some walls, some dirt, some rocks, and finds 2 blocks. He puts them together and gets introduced to another world. And in that world, he builds 3 houses. One made out of rocks, one made out of dirt, one made out of wool. I put them in the wrong order, I'm sorry. And in those nights that he has, he's stuck. He is stuck. He's stuck inside of these. He's stuck here. I'm just acting like Sean from FGTV. He's stuck inside his house as, zombies try to attack him. And, when he enters outside, he sees an angry wolf. He hands it meat. A bone, and gives it to him. And he names this dog Wolf Dennis. And they're having a fun time. They build Steve's World, aka a theme park, and they boogie dance. Gosh, it's so hilarious. They dance with pandas. They dancey dance and dancey dance. And then Dennis barks to Steve about something. And it's another portal that's unfinished. So Steve, he goes inside of the portal and finishes the portal with a block that from a chest. And Dennis just rushes inside like a maniac, and he lights the portal with flint and steel. Okay, so then Dennis just rushes in, and then he stumbles across this heartless place. No creativity at all, lava piglins. And he sees this big bat called Malgosha. She has Dennis. She trapped Dennis. And Steve goes like, how about you try to take me instead of Dennis? And Malgosha says, how about I take both of you? And he grabs the cube from him, trying to destroy the Minecraft world. And, one day, Dennis unties Steve, and then Steve rushes outside, and hands Dennis the orb, as they steal from Malgosha. And he hides it under Steve's waterbed. And then the movie cuts to its sign thingy. And, Steve just regrets everything. Hiding under my waterbed is a bad idea. And Dennis is stuck in the real world. Gosh, he's having a great time without his. Oh my god. Shucks. I feel bad for Steve. Dennis is having a good time. Steve regrets it. And then we cut to this pink guy. This guy who's wearing pink pajamas in his car. He's an old man. He's Jason Momoa, aka Aquaman. He grabs some junk from outside. He watches his clip from back in 1989, and this movie takes place in 2025. So this guy's an old man. And he licks the thingy. Sorry. He licks the CDs and watches that as he's proud of himself and cooks some steak. Ew. And he just spits out some salt and Oreos and just eat the Oreos. And trains his fingers. And then a woman comes in, a male woman. She comes in, and Jason just goes like, no autographs. And she's like, I'm not here for autographs. And she says, have a nice day, and hands him a note. The note is from some guy. And he drives to that address that the guy gave him. He drives in his pink pajamas. Boom, boom, boom. Damn, he's just stepping on it. And they meet. Him and the guy meet. About time. And he just greets him. This is a garage sale. And as this guy hangs out, talks with this guy, he says something like old. And I think this guy likes really old stuff, valuables. And when he wins the garage sale, $900, and when there's a cameo, PewDiePie's cameo, I think. Not PewDiePie's cameo. I don't remember who. It's just a cameo, okay? And when he opens the Cosmo box, which is the old thingy, he finds nothing but junk. And he trashes the place. And yeah, they leave him alone. They go like, this guy clearly doesn't have respect for... Like they said that. He has clearly no respect for everyone. And he finds 2 orbs, 2 cubes. And he drives back. And again, jamming to his music, he just robs this place. His car breaks down. Poor bro. Poor guy. And his license plate says Gamer98. 98, I didn't read it well. He just screams into the air and is bending over to catch something. And then the movie cuts to 2 people, Natalie and Henry, as they're talking about their mom, as she wanted to go to this place, and that was her wish before she died. Now I see this movie wise, it's PG-15. And then the movie cuts back. It cuts back to Jason for 1 second, and then cuts back to them. And they're moving to this place called Chugless Town, I don't know. And they meet this girl, I don't know, she's fat, that's for sure. She gives them a bunch of chippies for her company. And she just greets everyone. And she is she's a zoo owner, I think, zookeeper. Yeah, I feel bad for her. She just stays with some llamas. She hands Natalie the keys. And they just place their stuff. And then their mom just shows up on the picture. And they found like this piggy thingy. Natalie flips it and says, it says, to Natalie, love mom. It reminds me of Toy Story, Andy. The Andy thingy. And they just talk together the next day for school. And she gives him cologne and some tater tot pizza. And, he says, this cologne smells like bananas and poop. And, before he's going to school, he went to this guy's gaming shop, I think, or something. And he gives him, his name is the Garbage Man, nickname. He gives him a paper, said the Garbage Man. And they talk for a little bit, and then, who am I kidding, bro? They're talking for a little bit. And yeah, when he shows up to school, they give him a name tag, and he asks why there's I think an exclamation mark. And then we cut to a teacher. The teacher goes like, let me get something straight. I am a art and PE teacher. And financially, I am not doing well. I'm in a nightmare. And, he's talking about some teacher stuff. Boring stuff that you guys won't want to hear. And he asked them to draw an orange and a banana. But instead, Henry has the guts to draw a banana on a jetpack. And, the teacher scolds him. And everyone laughs at him as the teacher just drops it. And some fat bully says, that would never work. And the other bully next to him says, just bullies him like a jerk. And he actually builds the jetpack to prove them wrong. And these bullies have the guts to cut a wire. And that, when it flies, it hit, Chugless. It's a potato chip workshop. They have this, their mascot on the, they have their mascot on the roof. And that, jetpack hits it, and it just explodes, and everyone inside's scared out of their minds. And this is Natalie Lee's job. And when I first saw this, I just straight up went like, "Oh, he's just going for a little swim, guys." And then the teacher speeds and goes like a jerk and goes like, "I was never here," and then runs like a jerk. Gosh, bros. And yeah, he gets suspended. The teacher scolds him. Everyone's scolding him. And yeah, Henry calls the garbage man and asks him to be his what was that word? His uncle. Okay? And he says there's tater tots, which he likes. He said he has 6-packs. And the movie just cuts off with him speeding and coming. And when they arrive, the principal just goes like, "The garbage man!" And the garbage man. And then, they just chit chat, and she just raises him up. I do not want to say this because it's family friendly. She goes like, "You could bag me and take me to the club every day." And he says whoever divorced you was a complete idiot. Yeah, if you didn't know, she got divorced. He just drives off, and she looks hurt, which I think she deserves. And Dennis just shows up into that gaming overworld, and as he shows the garbage man why he got suspended. The garbage man is actually surprised. How did he do that? And when they see a paper next to the orbs, and they see a note, and they read the note. It says, "Do not put the orb. Do not connect the orbs." And everyone who's a maniac, just do not combine. It says, under any circumstances, do not combine the orbs. And like maniacs, they do. And the orb just drags Henry. And the other way, it says, "Do not follow this orb, even if you're a struggling business owner and need a ton of cash fast, because there's loads of treasure down there, but it's not worth the danger." The danger, bro? The danger. Sorry. And then the movie just cuts to them going to that cave that they went to. And Dennis is staring at them from behind. And as it drags them into this cave, the scene cuts to someone. So that fat girl, I call her someone now. She goes like, "I'll drive." And yeah, because they find his location. And Natalie loses his mind. And after because she said, sorry bro, I keep stuttering. Because she said he blew up that sign. And she just goes like, "I'll drive." Sorry for my stuttering, bro. I'm sorry. I need water ASAP, bro. I only have expired water next to me. And when they stare into that portal, they're just going like, "Whoo!" As they just jump scare them from behind, both of them. And he goes like, Natalie asks them, "Who's this guy?" And and Henry goes like, "This is my tutor, I think, or something." And he gets dragged into the portal. Everyone's clinging on him. And yeah, they stand no chance. All of them just fly head first. And that fat girl goes like, "Mama, ow, my butt, my butt, my butt." And as they stumble across this squarey place, square, and they see this moron have square face, and they go like, "Ha!" He goes like, "Ha!" And he goes back to the real world. So they just swap places. And we come back to the Nether. All of them are fighting, just like always, heartless, just like I said. And they all fight. And One of them is drawing, and Malgosha sees it and is like, "You!